Hey guys, I'm Melissa. I'm a registered dietitian. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome if it's your first time here. I normally talk about food and nutrition and all of that fun stuff, but today I'm not. I'm talking about just all the stuff I have been loving lately. I personally love watching favorites videos and I like making them too. I like sharing the stuff that I like, so that's what I'm gonna do. Most of the stuff I have today is in either the beauty or the other category. I don't know why, that's just how it happened. So yeah, just letting you know. Okay, so let's talk about some stuff. So starting in the beauty category, I guess I'll start with skincare. I have been loving this Pharmacy Sleep Tight Firming Night Balm. This is obviously just a sample size, but I got it in my advent calendar in December and it's so good. It's really like thick, almost feels like Vaseline that you put on your face, and I really thought that it was going to make my skin feel really gross, but in the morning, like you put it on before you go to bed, and in the morning when you wake up, your skin feels amazing. So I have been loving this. I'm starting to run like slightly low on it, and so I'm trying to get all I can out of it because I think the full size is pretty expensive, but I would say this is worth it. It's really, really good. Moving on to makeup, this is really random, but this Glamour Dolls with Lisa Frank bronzer, I got it in my Ipsy box a couple months ago, and it's like way too dark and orange for me to use as a bronzer, but I've been using it as an eyeshadow and I have been really liking it. It's kind of just the perfect like throw on shade, and so I've been using this when I really just don't feel like doing anything very exciting with my makeup, or if I'm in a rush or something like that, and I've been really enjoying this. And my other makeup favorite is this L'Oreal Voluminous Mascara Primer. I used to use this and I don't know, I think my other one just dried up and I never got another one. But this is basically a mascara primer. It's like a white mascara. So you just put it on, I put 2 coats on and then let it dry just a tiny bit. And then put your mascara on, and the difference is insane. It just like with 1 coat of mascara over it, it makes it look like you have like 3 coats of mascara on. So I have really been enjoying this. I've been using it every single day because it really does make a huge difference. For fragrance, which I don't normally have, I'm not a huge perfume person, but for Christmas I got 2 perfumes because I did really want to try to find like a signature scent. So I got 2. I love the other one as well, but it's more of a summer fragrance, so I'm sure I'll talk about that more as it gets warmer. But this is the perfect winter fragrance. It's the Elizabeth and James Nirvana Bourbon perfume, and it's just, it smells so good. It's like kind of sweet but smoky, like it has those vanilla scents to it, but it really does smell smoky, which sounds kind of weird, but it's so good. It just smells so warm and I don't know, I love it. This is like one of my favorite perfumes I've ever smelled, because like I said, I'm really not a perfume person. Anything that's like too perfumey just gives me a headache, but this one I really, really love. And my final beauty favorite is a body care product, and it's the Lush Sleepy Cream. This stuff is amazing. I had heard about it, that it was like cult following and it was kept selling out, but my mom got it for me for Christmas and it's, oh, I just can't even explain. It smells like vanilla and lavender, which are my 2 favorite scents in the entire world. I put it on before I go to bed. Who knows if it makes me sleep better, but I sure like how it smells. So I really love this. And if you're a lavender lover like I am, I definitely suggest that you try this because you will love it. Moving on to fashion, I have 2 fashion favorites. The first is going to be very difficult for me to show you, but it's this black coat. Oh, you can kind of see it. So it's basically just, it's really long. It's probably like calf length, and the front is super basic. Like it just looks like this. There's 1 button somewhere. Here's the buttonhole. And it's a really nice, like, not sweatshirt material, but a similar weight to like a sweatshirt material. I got this from Christmas as well. It's from Zara, and I just love it. And there go the dogs. Every time. I really just needed like a good mid-weight coat because I have like really light coats and then I have like a puffer jacket, but I didn't have any nice coats in between. So this is really good for like this time. Well, it has been freezing here, but it's good for like when it's like 50 or 60 degrees. And I love how it looks. I feel like such a classy, fashionable lady when I wear it. And yeah, so I love this. And my other favorite is this purse. This is a new purse from Madewell. I think they kind of always have this purse. I don't think it's like only available right now. And I wish I knew what it was called, but I don't, but I will link it below. But yeah, I've had the same purse for, I don't know, 7 years maybe. I got it when I studied abroad in Italy, and that was sophomore year of college. So I've had the same purse for a really long time. And I just needed a new one, and I needed a kind of like small to medium one, and this is perfect. It's not too big, but I can fit lots of stuff in it. Not that you care what's in there. But yeah, I can fit tons of stuff in it, and it's still not too big. I like that you can carry it like this, or it has a strap. And yeah, I am loving this so far. I really don't have any food favorites right now. I just did a food that I'm loving video a couple weeks ago, so I will link that on the screen here. If you haven't seen it, you can go and watch it, but that was only a couple weeks ago, so not too much has changed since then. I'm still loving all of those things. All right, so let's start with a game. My sister got this for me and my boyfriend for Christmas, and it's so much fun. It's called What Do You Meme? You've probably heard of it, but if you haven't, you definitely should play it. It's been so much fun. It's kind of like Cards Against Humanity, except you have a meme card instead of like the black card. Is that what it is? And then everyone else puts down a card that describes it. Let's see if I can do a little example. So like, here's a meme. Oh, can you see it? Yeah, there's a meme. And then you could put down a card that says like, when your sister is annoying you or something like that. I don't know, that's not a good example. But yeah, so that's how you do it. It's honestly like more dirty than Cards Against Humanity though. So I would suggest not playing it at a family function, but it is really, really fun. My favorite show right now is Suits, and we have flown through it. I just think it's so entertaining. It's not like the best show that's ever been on TV. There's nothing particularly like groundbreaking about it. I feel like it's about lawyers, but it's kind of like pretty lighthearted, funny, but also dramatic. Plus, Meghan Markle's in it, and we all love Meghan Markle. So yeah, if you're looking for something good to watch on TV that's not like something you have to pay super close attention to, it's not gonna bum you out, I would definitely suggest Suits. It's on Amazon. I have 2 movie favorites. I just feel like there's so many good movies out right now. Normally, I love award shows, first of all. They're like one of my guilty pleasures. So I normally like try to see the Oscar nominated movies, but a lot of times half of them don't really seem very good, so I end up not seeing them. This year they all look so good, and I just want to see all of them. So I've been going to the movies a lot lately, but honestly 2 really stood out to me, and the first one is The Greatest Showman. If you like musicals, you have to see it. It's so good. It's such a like lighthearted, like feel-good story. It's beautiful. The songs are good. I just love Hugh Jackman. He's amazing. And yeah, it's a really fun, pretty movie. So I definitely suggest that you see that one. Oh my god. Barney thinks so too. The second is a book and movie favorite, and that is Call Me By Your Name. And the movie I really liked. I would definitely suggest you see it. It's beautifully shot. The Armie Hammer and Timothy Chalamet are both amazing. Their chemistry is incredible. And it really is just a really beautiful movie. However, the book to me is just above and beyond. I think it's become one of my favorite books I've ever read. I'll try not to talk about it forever because I honestly could sit here and talk about it forever, but if you are looking for a book that makes you feel things, you have to read Call Me By Your Name. I honestly don't think a book has ever made me feel so much. That sounds really corny, but it's such a beautiful story, and I feel like everyone can relate to it in one way or the other. The ending made me weep. I literally cried. Oh, Brody thinks so too. I literally cried through the entire last chapter, which for me, the movie ends differently than the book, and for me, the ending of the book really makes it, because it is just so real and so painful but beautiful. I don't know. I 100% suggest that you guys read it if you like reading and feeling things. The other book that I read is The Sun and Her Flowers by Rupi Kaur. I don't know how to pronounce her last name. Is that right? I don't know. But her first book, Milk and Honey, was in my favorites sometime last year, and this one's no different. It's so good. If you don't know Rupi Kaur, she writes books of poems. They're all mostly short. Some of them are longer. They have really cool illustrations with them. I feel like her poems are poems for people who don't like poetry. But anyway, so I loved reading this. I would definitely suggest it to anyone, even if you don't think that you like poetry. Also, I decided that, reading more is one of my New Year's resolutions, but I think I've decided I definitely want to try to read a book a month. And I think I can do more than that, but I'm gonna right now stick to one a month. So if you have any suggestions, then please leave them down below, because I definitely need some good suggestions. My final book favorite is The 5-Minute Journal. I got this for Christmas too. This is a theme. And this is basically just a journal you fill out every morning and every night. It has, in the morning, you say what I'm grateful for, what would make today great, and then a daily affirmation. And then at night, 3 amazing things that happened today, and Barney, and how could I have made today even better. So I've just been really enjoying filling this out. I've done it most every day. There are some days that I forget, but I just feel like it's a good way to just make you a little more present and mindful. I've especially found that at the end of the day, I like it because if I am kind of like in a bad mood by the end of the day, or by the end of the day, I'm like, ugh, this day sucked. But then I have to write down 3 amazing things that happened. It kind of brings you back to a more positive place to be like, okay, maybe it wasn't that bad. And also saying what you could have done to make things better kind of makes you think about your actions and how you could better yourself as well. So I've been really enjoying this. And yeah, that is all of my favorites for the last couple months. I'm sorry if this was really long and I just babbled on about stuff, but I feel like this was a favorite where I just really liked everything that I was talking about. If you like videos like this, then please give it a thumbs up. Oh, and I got lipstick on the back of my hand. Yeah, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already, and let me know what some of your favorite things have been lately. Don't forget to give me some book suggestions, and yeah, I think that's it. I will see you next week. Bye.